Hi, my name is Okeke Benedicta from Warri. So I am in level 2 in Inner Circle, and this is my fourth year in Inner Circle. It has been an amazing journey. Prior to the Inner Circle, prior to TIP, I parent with fear. I parent no clue. I was just parenting. No, I was clueless. I was just living the life, but I know that I wasn't doing the right thing. But I know I needed more for my family, I needed more for my children, and I didn't know how to go about it. I left my children in the hands of pastor and other people. But a time comes when I did a sex education time like April in the Inner Circle 2021. It was like an eye opener, and I hopped into the hack, and since then my life, my family, my parenting, my marriage, my ministry, there is a turnaround. Everything about my life, I experienced a fulfillment of purpose. I am now becoming who God wants me to become. My family, my children, my marriage, and every aspect of my life, I begin to see great improvement. Systems are being put in place, structures are being put in place. There is an alignment and instructions. When instructions are given, we run with every instruction. And because we run with every instruction, there is not a divine direction in my parenting. Every aspect of my parenting. You see, the journey is long. So I need accountability system, and I need community. And Inner Circle gave me that community, very vibrant community. Community where we are not ashamed, naked but not ashamed. Community where we can share everything, and you know that the information is safe. So the spiritual insights, the Inner Circle, spiritual insight. Oh man, you need to experience it. Wendy, she's not just a coach, she's not just a parenting coach, she's also a spiritual leader. When you hear some things, I will go back to my Bible again and open it. It has been an amazing journey in that circle. I love the Monday wisdom note. It keeps me going throughout the week. The webinars were my best. The seasons of life, and honor as a skill. The seasons of life, where it arms, that circle arms you with the future. When the seasons come, you know what to do per season and how to go about it. So the daily voice note from Coach Wendy is amazing. And then the book review. I love book reviews. I love the webinars. I love the wisdom notes. And Inner Circle has helped me thus far. And there is no going back. We are here till forever and ever. So what are you waiting for? No more. Don't dawdle. Quickly hop into the ark. There is a lot to gain. Being out there is very unsafe. But being in here, it has helped you. You will discover yourself. You will find purpose. You will not want to go back again. So thank you for listening to me. Bye.
Yes, we are live. That was Mrs. Benedita Okarija, and she said, Inner Circle will save you from a lot. Being in the ark, you are safe. Outside the ark, you are not safe. She said, I needed help and I seeked out, and Inner Circle was that community. Inner Circle is the future for me. When life comes to throw at you, Inner Circle will be that future. It prepares you for the future before life throws it at you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yes, we are live. Hello, amazing parents all over the world. Welcome once again to my intentional parenting journey. If this is your first time joining us, we are so glad you are here. This is where we have real heartfelt conversation about parenting, not just from experience, but from papers. Because parenting for us is not a duty. It's not a shared duty. It is a defined calling. That is how it should be, and that is how it is. And of course, shout out to my mama, Coach Wendy Ologi, the amazing visionary woman behind this forum, behind this platform, behind this place. Our mentor, Coach Wendy Ologe, thank you so much, ma, for leading us with so much wisdom and showing us that it means what it means, how it is to raise generation and with such grace and truth. And while you settle down, please, amazing parents, if you can hear me and you can see me, while you settle down, while you join in, do not forget that it is another opportunity to bring someone into this safe community, into this place where they are going to be saved, where they are going to be equipped. before life comes and kick on them. It is an opportunity for you to impact life today just by sharing this link, just by clicking and hitting on that share button. Please, while you do it, let's not forget, I have my popping, amazing guest in the building. And today's session is one I've really been looking forward to, of course. We have with us amazing Yada all the way from United Kingdom. And she did not just come, she came with so much popping. Like her light is so shining. Her light is so bright. Like I could see how bright and amazing and popping she is. And I mean, it's so exciting to have you here today. And to Jennifer, that they usually call Auntie Jennifer Ma Okeke. Welcome joining us here today. Miss Jennifer is a confident coach for children, and she's the founder of Exceptional Children Coach Tribe in the UK. Through the Inner Circle program, she has discovered how parenting can be deeply spiritual yet practical. How structure and grace can actually coexist beautifully. Auntie Jennifer, it's such a joy to have you here with us today. Welcome on this space. Welcome in the building. Welcome on the studio. Ma'am, you're welcome. While we move
Thank you.
forward, ma'am, thank you
Thank you
so much.
so much. Thank you so much, Nati.
You're welcome,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
While
Thank
we
you.
move forward, we are so happy to have you here. Would want to hear from you, me and the amazing listeners. I mean, my amazing parents in the building. We want to know from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. Mrs. Jennifer, you joined the Inner Circle program
Yeah.
as a parent and as a coach. I want to know what inspired that decision and what was your first impression when you came into the circle, when you came into the community, when you joined the yard. Over to you. The floor is all yours.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, the world. Good morning, my cohort 1C, Reverends. Good morning, Yadas, incoming Yadas. Yadas are waiting. I greet you all. Before I start, I want to just say a huge thank you to Coach Wendy Ologe, my mama indeed, my very own mentor. I want to say thank you for the privilege to share my journey on this platform. Thank you for everything. It's just been an amazing ride being your mentee. Like I'm a proud mentee like that. Thank you so much, Facing Nati, for this morning. Thank you, everyone that has joined me today. I can see from in the comment section, I've seen everyone. Thank you so much. Parents of the Exceptional Children's Tribe, I greet you all especially. Thank you for being here. You promised me you'll be here and you are here. Thank you. So let me start by saying my name is Jennifer Okeke. The tribe is called the Exceptional Children's Tribe. If it's that is the Exceptional Children's Tribe. And I joined the Inner Circle not as a coach. I wasn't a coach when I joined the Inner Circle. I joined it as a normal parent. Yeah. So I'm immensely grateful for Coach Wendy's guidance and mentorship. She mentored me to being a coach. Yes. Thank you so much. It was actually an amazing time at the TIP UK Summit on Saturday. It was amazing. I honor you, Coach Wendy. I know you're watching from somewhere. So before I start, the question is, how did I join, right? Or what was the question? How did I join the Inner Circle, right? Honestly, the truth is this. My journey into the Inner Circle was such a divine coincidence. Or should I say a destiny moment? It was a destiny moment. It all started about 3 years ago. I was on my phone on an ordinary day. I hardly checked my alumni WhatsApp group. But that day, I just went there. Something just led me to my alumni group. When I opened the chat, I noticed people were discussing parenting. Someone made a comment that was so insightful. It caught my attention immediately. Then another person asked the person, said, "Are you a Yada?" The person said, "What is a Yada?" I said, "What is Yada? I didn't say anything. The person was like, "What the?" The other person said, "Members of the International Parents Academy." I said, "International, okay." That got me very curious. I didn't even say a word in the chat. I just quietly went to Facebook. The person said, "Check them out on Facebook." So I went to Facebook, I checked. And then I saw Intentional Parents Academy. The person said international. I guess person was, it was a mistake. So I saw Intentional Parents Academy, and that caught me. And that was actually the beginning of everything. Coincidentally, that was the exact period we are marketing the Sex Educate Your Child like a pro, you see. So I saw it, I read through, I immediately paid for Sell Up. That was around late 2022. Now, after joining the course, the sex education your child, I told two of my friends, I said, come and join this now. I don't know. One quickly paid for it. The other one said, please, no, I'm not paying for anyone to teach me how to talk to my children about sex. So I said, okay, I didn't argue. I just smiled. I went on. Now, after the course, that course was mind-blowing for me. I went to her again. I said, did you see what I learned? In fact, I sent her one of the sessions. I said, just listen to this. Because I had started talking about the inner circle by then. By the time she finished, say, I agree, I'm joining this inner circle. I had not done, I was just, I paid during the sex education like a pro. That's how 3 of us joined on the 1st of December 2022, to be precise. Now, let me say this. Just about a month after the inner circle, precisely on the 31st of December 2022, that same friend of mine sent me a very long emotional message. She was like, thank you so much. You are an answered prayer. I said, what happened? She said that she had been struggling with her children and praying for guidance. And the inner circle just came as a perfect solution to all her problems. Her message was so heartfelt, it made me almost teary. Honestly, this thing works. Inner circle works. If you're listening to me today, you don't need to wonder if it's working or not. The results speak for themselves. Since then, I've literally become an evangelist for inner circle. Oh, yes. Last year, I had about 7 people join me in the inner circle. It's a place to be. Even the lady that makes my children hair, after I spoke, she joined this year. Yes, and this year I even paid for 2 people. What am I saying? You need to be there. If you're listening to me and you're still wondering, should I join or should I join? Just jump in. I'm probably seated in cohort 1A 2026, and I can boldly say that inner circle remains one of the best decisions of my life after salvation and marriage. It's been life transforming, not just for me as a parent, but for my family, for my children, for even my community, everybody. I'm deeply grateful for this journey. Honestly, thank you. Let me stop here.
Thank you so much, Ma. I usually say that wisdom is preparation, and that's exactly what the inner circle helps us do. It prepares us to build from a place of knowledge, not trial, not error, not kalu kalu. And a lot of oftentimes people used to trivialize the time of preparation. They like to jump on, especially we here in Africa. We like to do things in a hurry. We always, when we want to wait until it just chokes us, we just start running like headless chicken, and we don't like to prepare ourselves. We don't like to prepare and wait for when it is needed. Every time we go to school to go and do professional courses, we do it because we want to equip ourselves with knowledge and skill. So what about preparing yourself to raise the children God has given you, to do it as a divine assignment as you should be? Proverbs 24:27 say, prepare your work outside. Get everything ready for yourself in the field. And after that, build your home, build your house. And that's what the inner circle stands for. It equips you so that when life kicks on you, life comes with so many kicks on the teeth. So when it comes to kick on you, you are not rattled, you are not flinging up and down. You are able to get yourself, stable with the knowledge the inner circle will give you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And if you're just joining us, if you're just clicking and you're just tuning in into the building, into the studio, you're listening and you're hearing Mrs. Jennifer Mma Okeke. Someone said she's Mma indeed. Of course, that's true. She's Mma indeed. Look at all the beauty, all the popping. It can only be circle parents. Ma'am, please, I want to know, looking back, what changed? You've been in the inner circle for 4 years. What have kept you rooted? Okay, 3 years. 3 years. What have kept you rooted in the yard? Looking back from when you joined the inner circle, what changed in your life, in your mindset, in your parenting, even in your coaching career, even in your coaching journey? Ma'am, we want to know all of it. Bring it to our ears. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When I came into the year, the first thing that struck me was that the realization that parenting is all about me. I never actually thought of it that way. When you get married, we just want to have beautiful babies, raise them well, hope they turn out good. Nobody tells us that you actually have to become the kind of person your child can mirror. That was a major light bulb moment for me. I remember saying to myself, wait, So parenting is not really about changing my child first. It's about transforming myself. It hit me deeply. I realized that my children would not just listen to what I say. They would become who I am. What I model consistently is what they'll internalize naturally. I think it's James Baldwin that once said, children have never been good at listening to their elders, but they have all never failed to imitate them. They always, always, always imitate us. That should change my entire parenting mindset, that parenting is about me. So I began to reparent myself. I started learning the importance of structure. That first month was December. So I realized that even our Christmas celebration needed structure and intentionality. I began to be available with purpose. The daily tools, oh my God, are just amazing. They help build connections with my children, even my spouse as well. So another thing that completely amazed me was the structure. I will remain here forever because of the structure of the program. Oh my goodness. The structure of the inner circle. Inner circle is not just a program. Inner circle is an institution of intentional transformation. That is what it is. From the first month to the 12th month, everything is so beautifully curated, deliberate and purposeful. Like, I remember thinking, who is this woman? What kind of divine wisdom is this? When I first wanted to join, I told my friend confidently, I said to them, we'll just do 1 year now, let everything now move on. I mean, what are we doing there? I don't understand. Why are people there for a long time? I'll just do 1 year and go now. That was what I said. You understand? But guess what? 1 year passed. I knew I wasn't going anywhere. In fact, I discovered something about myself at that time. You know what Coach Wendy always calls the arrogance of knowledge. I discovered, this I had it. Do you understand? I was smart. I assumed that I knew everything. I mean, I had graduated tops of my class in the university. Even when I did my master's, I was like among the first. I think I was first graduate in my class. In less than 18 months, I was doing my master's. So it was like, I know these things. But man, stepping into the inner circle humbled me. I realized that parenting is a journey of self-discovery, a journey of transformation and growth. You understand? I remember telling my friends later, I said, please forget it. We are not leaving this place. We're not leaving this inner circle for anything. We're not living anytime. This is home for us. And truly, it has become that. A home of transformation, a home of wisdom, a home of authentic growth. That is what inner circle is. Inner circle is not just a program. It's a movement. It's a place where parents are redefined, refined, and realigned. You understand? As John Maxwell said, he said growth is the great separator between those who succeed and those who do not. So when I see a person begin to separate themselves from the pack, it's almost always due to personal growth. You see that? That's exactly what the inner circle has done for me as a person. It separated me from who I was so I could become who I am meant to be. So yes, what struck me was, that it all began with me. And that through the structure, through mentorship, through community, I've actually become more intentional. I've become self-aware. I've become a grounded parent. Do you know that because of the structure I saw in the inner circle, the Spiritual Students Tribe kicked off on the 1st of March, the tribe itself, started on the 1st of March. We have structured it around inner circle just from what I was beholding. The daily voice notes, we call it the daily wisdom drops. They come at 3 p.m. every day. Even Saturdays and Sundays, we don't think. The devotional drops at every 6 a.m. unfailingly, even on weekends. We've never had one day from the first day that devotional did not drop or devotional didn't drop from the 1st of March till today. And like I often tell people, inner circle is not something you attend and go. It's something you live continually. Everything I know today, I learned from the inner circle. I always tell parents, please, let me just stop here for now.
Amazing, 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 ma'am. That was so beautiful because, transformation, like you said, starts from within. It is something that starts from within. And the scripture even said, but be transformed by renewing of our mind. Your mind, it is your mind that needs renewing. That's the foundation of the inner circle program. It is not about fixing your children. It is not about coming to learn how to tell your children, sit there, no sit there, don't do that thing, don't do this, don't do that. Why are you going outside? Did you watch the play? Chase them up and down. It is about being renewed yourself. So you can parent from wholeness. So you can give your children the structures, the system. You put things in order. You're not chasing them up and down. They are not chasing you. They are not calling you from school every morning. Your child have done that. Your child have not done that. It is about you first. Auntie Jennifer, thank you so much. That was so powerful, man. And I want to know, Auntie Jennifer, as someone who has worked closely with children, how has the inner circle influenced your coaching approach, your career approach? How has the inner circle transformed it? How has it influenced it? Have you seen a shift in how you guide your children, the children you coach, and even how you relate with the parents you work with? How has inner circle put so much spices into all that, man? Over to you, ma'am.
Uh, Thank you so much for that question. I don't even know where to start from on this one because honestly, inner circle, it didn't just change my parenting, just as I said, it changed my entire life. It changed my marriage, it changed my mindset, it changed my confidence, it changed the way I show up at work, in my coaching, in church, everything. You know, before joining the inner circle, I honestly thought I was quite self-aware. I thought so. You know that kind of confidence you have when you think you know yourself. But then you get into the yard. When I got into the inner circle, I realized, God, maybe not so much. Like your master said, you must know yourself to grow yourself. I didn't know myself, so I wasn't growing. That quote describes my journey perfectly. Let me start with, I don't know, maybe let me just start with my marriage and I'll go to coaching and everything. Because my marriage is one of the places I've seen the most beautiful transformation, right? Before the inner circle, I didn't really understand that honor is a skill. When I learned that, it changed everything. It shifted everything. I began to treat my husband like a king that he truly is. And guess what? When you treat a man like a king, he naturally will treat you as like a queen. The atmosphere in my home has changed. There's so much peace, love, laughter now. You know, last year I learned about the couples conclave through the inner circle. So I told my husband about it. Let's just say he was not interested. He wasn't excited about it, right? But because of the strategies I've learned in the inner circle, how to communicate wisely and respectfully, I convinced him to join. And during the induction, Coach Kunle said something that just, in fact, something that really hits me. He said, if there's something you can't change in your marriage, you have to learn to live with it. That line stopped me in my tracks. Like, I realized I had been measuring in the minors. Like, I've been focusing on little things that didn't even matter. You see that? So I decided to just flip the script. I started focusing on the things that truly, truly matter. Peace, laughter, connection, love, and the change, honestly, it was unbelievable. My marriage became lighter. My home became more joyful. I became calmer. When it was time to renew this year, though, I was really thinking, of course, we'll continue and all of it. But my husband said, let's give it a break. I was like, oh my God. Now, if it was the old me, that would have been fine, right there and then, I would have argued, explained, maybe even sulked and all. But this new me, I just said, okay, no drama, no debate, just peace. Because I've learned that honor also means respecting his decisions, right? Even when they don't align with mine. That for me is real growth. Honestly, on Saturday, my husband is not a yard yet, but he was the one that drove me from Blackpool to Birmingham for the TIP summit. Paid for the hotel that I stayed in for the 2 nights because I came back on Sunday morning. Do you understand? So transformation is evidence. Like you see me popping, is because, and that's why I can also thrive in my coach. I started on my marriage because that is why even before I became a coach, I just became a coach late last year after the MMP. I'll get to that. And Master Peace gave me that coaching journey. So it was because because initially I've been talking about this thing. He wasn't really, honest, but now he has agreed and he has supported. And that's why I could go into it. And that's why I'm thriving in what I'm doing. You see that? So I see transformation in every area of my life. Not even, in fact, even in my church. in my church is a fully British church. When I say British, I mean British, if you know what I mean. We're just two black families in my church, my family and another mixed race family. Only two of us, blacks. So imagine my surprise when earlier this year, one of the board of trustees, all British, all older people, like in their late 50s, in their 70s and above, one of them came to me and said, we have decided we want to invite you to join the board. I was like, I almost looked like I wasn't expecting, if you get what I mean. But what touched me wasn't even the invitation itself. It was that they said, we believe there's so much we can learn from you. That moment was so humbling for me. I walked away thinking, wow, this thing is working. Inner Circle is working. The growth is visible. Even at work, the story is the same, right? My manager recently called me aside and offered me a special training opportunity. One that a lot of people were even lobbying for. A lot of people were lobbying for it, but they didn't get it. They were not even being considered. It was a program that would eventually lead to promotion. I couldn't take it because it required a lot of traveling. You know, and with I have young children. It wasn't just realistic for me with my young children, but it made me realize that people are noticing how differently I show up now. My presence, my confidence, my energy, everything has shifted because of the Inner Circle. Inner Circle has helped me build the kind of calm confidence that just speaks for itself. You don't even need to talk. You don't need to talk too much. Your growth does the talking for you. You see that? Your life doesn't get better by chance. Your life gets better by change. And for me, that change was the Inner Circle. Today, I'm more self-aware, I'm more intentional, I'm more emotionally grounded. I show up as a better wife, as a better mom, as a better professional, as a better coach, and honestly, just a better human being. So when I look back at my journey, I say this all the time. I say the Inner Circle doesn't just change your children, it changes you. And when you change, everything around you starts to change. That is the truth. Now, let me talk about how Inner Circle has affected my children and my parenting. Then I'll speak about my coaching. All right. Now, when I talk about the transformation, how Inner Circle has transformed my parent, honestly, it still amazes me. The difference is like night and day. I've become more intentional, more structured, more present. And those changes have completely shifted the atmosphere in my home. Because if you don't have a peaceful home, you can't go there and do impact. Do you understand? Before doing Inner Circle, I didn't realize how much I was living without structure. My days were just happening. No reading, no plan, no clear direction. But one of the first things I learned from the Inner Circle was that structure is love in action. It's not about control, it's about clarity. It helps your home flow better, helps children thrive, and even gives you peace of mind as a parent. So I began to put structure in place. I began to put structure around everything, our mornings, our evenings, even my work life. Before, I didn't understand the importance of being present for my children. I didn't understand it. I used to miss their school events, and I assumed it was okay now, I'm working happy. But through the Inner Circle, I learned that presence is power. That's how connection is built. So I made changes. I switched from day shifts to night shifts. I stopped taking extra shifts totally. No more extras. So I could be truly present for my children. And anytime they're on break, whether it's midterm break or summer, I intentionally take time off. I literally plan my annual leave around their school holidays. For example, this August, I took 3 full weeks just to be with them. And guess what? My children noticed. They noticed. One day I overheard them whispering with their dad, "Don't tell mom, don't tell mom, don't tell mom." I was like, what is now? Which one is it? I was actually confused. Until I realized they were planning a surprise for me. Just a little thank you party just to appreciate me for spending time with them. My heart melted. It was one of those, this is really worth it moments for me. You know, it reminded me of why I'm doing what I'm doing. You understand that? There's a quote that says children would spell love as time, like time. And that day I saw that truth come alive. Honestly, now our home runs on a healthy routine. Everybody knows what to do per time. When they come back from school, they know what to do. There's a flow. Before bedtime, they now know that they have 6 things that they have to do. They have to journal, they have to fill their checklist for the next day, they have to brush their mouth, do their devotional memory verse, and then our night prayer. It's so beautiful to see them own their own routines. Inner circle also taught me how to introduce myself, my children, to the word of God in simple, practical ways. Before, I wasn't quite sure how I was, to go about it. I just knew that I was to ensure that they know who they are, but there was no structure to achieve all that. So now it's part of our daily reason. My children, they just don't memorize the word of God, they apply it, they know. Like, let me tell you a story. One day we were visiting my husband's cousin. Now we went to the playground with her. While my children were playing on the swings and all, we the adults decided to do a race. So my second daughter Summer, she came back, she said, okay, I want to be the referee, you know. So we're now doing a race, the three of us, my husband, myself and the cousin. After the second round or so, my husband's cousin got tired. She's quite older than us. She said that she was breathing heavily. She said, I'm tired, I'm not doing. Some man, my daughter quietly went to her and said, Auntie, do you know you can do this? Do you know what the Bible said in Philippians 4:13? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Like, she was just 5 years old at that time. The auntie was like, what? Who is teaching this girl all this? But it was a proud parenting moment for me that even in that, scenario, she could apply God's word. It means she has it in her heart. Another major thing that Inner Circle helped me achieve was impulse control and delayed gratification, teaching my children these executive functioning skills. These skills, they make a world of difference. So from age 5, I introduced them to fasting as a fun and spiritual way to learn self-control. So every Saturday, they fast 6 a.m. to 12 noon. And they see me fast multiple times during the week and still join them on Saturday. So they just know that we have to do this. It's amazing now. Like impulse control, we don't even struggle with it at all. Even delayed gratification comes naturally, like to them. Sometimes I give them something and I'm like, okay, you have this, something they really, really like, You eat this after completing your chores or after reading or after doing one task. And surprisingly, they'll complete their task, they'll complete, and then they'll even forget about the thing. That's the kind of discipline and maturity Inner Circle helps you build into the children. That's what has also equipped me to respond with wisdom in difficult situations. Yes. When we moved to the UK, my first daughter, Chimjoto, she had always been very confident in Nigeria. She began to struggle. She was about 4 then when we came in. And then in her new school, she started shrinking, shrinking emotionally, shrinking socially. She even begged me one day with tears in her eyes to change her school. I was like, She said, no one wants to play with me. She was actually the only black girl in her school. If it was the old me, I would have panicked, or blamed racism or even rushed to change her school. But Inner Circle had given me a new mindset, one that focuses on the solutions, not on the drama. I realized that changing school wasn't the answer. Rebuilding her confidence was the answer, right? So I went to work, started speaking affirmations, teaching self-belief, helping her understand who she is, her identity. And guess what? The next year, despite still being the only black child in her class, she was nominated as the school counselor. And not just once, she has been renominated like 3 times now. She's thriving so beautifully that during her school sports day, students from other classes were chanting her names. That's how much she's loved in that same school now. Honestly, I was surprised. During the sports day, everyone was shouting Duto. They call her Duto. Her name is Duto. Even kids from other classes, instead of encouraging their own classes, because the way they do sports, this class with this class, they were all hailing my daughter. You see, even her teacher say her confidence shines so bright. Now, she's so grounded that she told me recently, Mommy, she said to me, everyone wants to be my friend, but because I know they don't share my value. Most of them are just my acquaintances. That's deep awareness. That is deep confidence right there, right? And then my second daughter, recently had her dad, no, not recently, that was like last year, her dad took them for a Christmas party. And as he was even talking to his colleagues, that was in his office, my daughter somebody disappeared, went up on the stage, grabbed the mic and started telling jokes. My husband John didn't see the daughter, but realized that everybody was laughing. Apparently, the MC asked if anyone could come up and give them jokes. My daughter raised her hand, walked boldly to the stage, and was giving everyone joke. Like she was just 5 then. A little girl in front of adults with so much confidence. That is what the Inner Circle does for you. It gives you tools to raise confident, emotionally intelligent, grounded children who can stand tall anywhere in the world. Now, even my youngest, who is 3 now, she's so situationally aware. She notices things when they're out of place. She takes initiative without being told. She sweeps, she tidies up, she helps out. It's the culture of responsibility that we've built through consistent training. So yes, Inner Circle changed my parenting, but more than that, Inner Circle changed my family culture. It gave me clarity, structure, and confidence as a mother. It gave my children identity, strength, and a sense of purpose. Did you see that? That's what Inner Circle does for you. That's exactly what it has done for me and for my family. Inner Circle sets you on a path of generational transformation. Honestly, now let me talk about the one you asked about my coaching, right? Inner Circle didn't just help, like as I said, I became a coach while in the Inner Circle. Inner Circle gave me a business, it gave me an impact journey. I've always known that I was made for more. I've always had this burning passion for children, but I didn't quite know how to channel it. I remember telling my husband some years ago, I said to him, I said, if I ever started anything, it will be something for children. But I didn't know what form it would take. I didn't know. I just knew there was a call on my life, but I didn't know the direction. I knew it was in that direction, but I didn't know how to start. Then I heard about the Masterpiece Mentorship Program. I didn't join because I had a business. Honestly, I didn't have any business idea at all. Nothing. I just joined simply because I wanted to be mentored by the best of the best. I just wanted to sit under Coach Wendy's guidance, under Coach Wendy's wisdom. That was why I joined. But let me tell you, MMP changed my life. That program, oh my God, if you're a woman here, please just join. It lit fire under me that I couldn't quench. I often say to people, I say, MMP will put fire in your bum because that's exactly what it did to me. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't rest. I just knew I had to do something. And that was how the Exceptional Children's Tribe was born. Right from a place of deep passion and divine prompting. Today, I am known as a confidence coach for children and the founder of the Exceptional Children's Tribe. Now, the tribe is where we teach children how to build confidence, emotional intelligence, self-discipline, and executive functioning skills. I remember when we launched on the 1st of March, the tribe started fully. Our first induction ceremony was 1st of March. I had my first set of, children, and the journey just began then. But before then, when I was building the curriculum, I realized something that wasn't, in fact, I was looking for books to use, there were no books that captured exactly what I wanted to teach in the way I wanted to teach them. I searched, I couldn't find. I couldn't just find the right materials like that. So I made a bold decision to write the books myself. Do you know that in 3 months, I wrote 10 books for children? 10. Even me, I couldn't believe myself. And I can boldly say there is no way I would have done that if I wasn't in the Inner Circle, beholding Coach Wendy, learning from her every day. Today, those books have been such a huge blessing. We printed 1,000 copies, and as of today, the Exceptional Children's Book Series have sold 890 hard copies. If I add the e-copies, we've sold over 1,400. These books were launched on the 1st of March this year. The testimonies from the parents have been mind-blowing. One parent said to me, I think she's here, she's on this stream, that her daughter picked up one of the books on their way to the museum and refused to take pictures even when they got to the museum. She didn't look around. She said she was glued to the book. She said she didn't want to see anything in the museum. She was just glued to the book. I'm sure she's watching me. Another parent said to me, she said, my daughter, who never liked chores, suddenly cleaned up the whole house without being told after reading one of the books. She said to me, Jennifer, what did you write in that book? She's here today. She's watching. She said, Grace doesn't like chores at all. But she said, I went to work, I didn't tell her, she just cleaned up everything. The feedbacks have been amazing. And that's why we keep selling, because parents who have read it and whose children have read the book, they just keep referring other parents and all of it. The deep transformation their children are experiencing is evident through these books. And it all traces back to what I've learned from Coach Wendy. Who I wouldn't have ever thought of. Do you understand? Because of what I've learned in the Inner Circle, our tribe now runs like clockwork. Every day, 6 a.m., our devotionals drop. Every day, 3 p.m., the voice notes drops. Even on weekends, we've never missed a single day. This is because I am learning from the Inner Circle. That consistency came from what I have learned by beholding Coach Wendy. The transformation in the lives of the exceptional children, oh my God, it has been so loud that as of July this year, parents were already booking for 2026 cohort of the Exceptional Children's Tribe. A huge shout out to all my Exceptional Tribe parents here. I see you all. We currently do one-on-one sessions for every child. And because we maintain that personalized touch, we can only take a limited number, so they know. So they were not even taking, as of July, they started booking for next year. They don't want to take chances, all because of the level of transformation their children are experiencing in the Exceptional Children's Tribe. And as I always say, I keep beholding Coach Wendy, and I am becoming. Next year's curriculum for the Exceptional Children's Tribe is completely mind-blowing for me. You can never meet me on the same level because my coach keeps moving. Do you understand? I'm learning from the best. Do you get it? Then came Mastermind. Oh my goodness, Mastermind. That program is on another level entirely. Mastermind took my coaching journey, my impact journey to heights I've never imagined. The very first month I joined Mastermind, we launched our first course in the Exceptional Children's Tribe, and over 90 children enrolled. That is amazing for me. Everything about my growth, my structure, my excellence, the clarity, the results, all of it came from what I learned from the Inner Circle, the Masterpiece Mentorship Program, and the Mastermind. Inner Circle built me up, and now I'm building others. Indeed, beholding is becoming. Because truly, I am a living testimony that when you behold the right mentor, you become the transformed version of yourself. Inner Circle didn't start my business. So Inner Circle gave me a vision. Inner Circle gave me a structure. Inner Circle gave me courage to execute. And for that, I'll forever be grateful to Coach Wendy and the entire TIP team. Another beautiful gift the Inner Circle has given me is the power of community. I belong to an incredible accountability group. Shout out to my Thrive parents. It has completely transformed my growth journey. This year alone, I've been able to implement over 90% of the Inner Circle tools. I've not done that before. And that's a huge win for me. One of my greatest achievements have been consistency with my parenting journal. I've always loved to journal, but there was no consistency. But this year, because of the accountability, that's the same accountability group and the structure within that group, I've journaled 100% consistently. From the 1st of December when we started till today, I've written daily on my parenting journal. Even on the days I miss, I'll go back and I'll fill them in. That commitment helped me to see clearly how much of the tools I was actually applying. And that's why I can confidently say I've done more than 90% of the tools, because I'm tracking it, right? I'm journaling. Inner Circle has truly given me the gift of success through connection, I also belong to another small group called the Power 3 Circle. They are all here. I can see them. It was born out of the Mastermind. It's been simply life-changing. And what makes this community extra special is that it's a complete ecosystem. You literally have everything you need within the Inner Circle. Everything. For instance, when Wura came to, shout out to Wura, I saw her. When she came to UK, I got the most stunning outfits from her. She's incredible. When I wanted to detox, I joined the 3-day detox with Coach Eunice. I saw her here again. And it was absolutely refreshing. When I started to take my reading life more seriously, I joined the Book Bingers booth by Leslie Grace. Yes, and there's also the Reader's Corner by Vera Patrick Azodo. Both amazing spaces that rekindle your reading habits. And because I wanted my children to keep learning and speaking Igbo language, of course, I plugged into Umuoma Igbo Academy by Coach Noyelum and Nibu. Absolute blessing. Honestly, if you want your children to learn Igbo, go and look for her. Reach out to her, please. Honestly, in the Inner Circle, you don't just grow, you thrive. Everything you need is around you. For personal growth, for your parenting, for your spiritual growth, is right here in the yard. You have mentors for yourself, you have mentors for your children, you have accountability partners, you have so much more. So what are you waiting for? If you're not yet in the yard, why now? Join us. Honestly, it's not like nobody paid me, but I'm telling the truth from my heart. Just join the yard. You will never, ever regret that decision. Thank you, please. Let me stop here. Sorry, I think I spoke too much.
Amazing, 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 man. Your journey have been so evident. I mean, it's so evident everywhere, even from the comment section. Because one thing, in fact, if you're just joining us and you're just listening, because I see so many people are just joining us, you're hearing and you're listening to Coach Jennifer Ma Okeke. Ma, there is a quote in the Ma. Ma Okeke, from United Kingdom, and don't forget, she's a masterpiece woman. She said,
Yeah.
"Inner circle built me, but masterpiece found me. Masterpiece gave me the definition of me. Masterpiece gave her a calling. He launched her business today, and all the amazing women she just mentioned are the masterpiece women. You can't be in the inner circle. Inner circle has a lot. And let me tell you, the serious flexes, the one and only Coach Wendy is the only person, your parent mentor, your personal growth mentor, your this mentor. In the inner circle, you find every aspect, in every perspective you're looking for. Inner circle is full loaded and it's waiting for you. In every angle, spiritually, mentally, physically, every aspect of it that you need to become what it is God has destined you to be. Inner circle is that place. When you come into the inner circle, you assimilate, you like, there is nothing to look for. You can't be in the inner circle and you say you are running out of anything. No, there's no aspect of your life that cannot be touched in the inner circle. You see yourself, there is mastermind, there is masterpiece, there is conclave, there is this, there is for your children, there is for you, there is every aspect. There is no aspect of you that you can't find when you come into the yard. Look at how she's been able to mention the accountability partners, what of the community. No, talking about the things that inner circle has for you. Let's for me, I call it their woof. Their woof, the surrounding, the package that comes with inner circle. Let's even forget that and talk about the community. There is a lot that we are not mentioning that inner circle gives you that we cannot be able to mention. How many are we going to mention? And how many of it are we not going to mention? She said inner circle launch. I wasn't coaching before I joined the inner circle. And it's something she has been able to do beautifully well from the comments, from the review I've been getting from this comment chat. Something that inner circle has given her a structure, giving her a system. What are you afraid of? I see people coming here to say, I don't have money to come into the year. And they say borrow. When we are saying borrow, do you think we want to rob you? And nobody, newsflash, nobody at today's age is begging you to join the inner circle. Nobody. Because I don't know why we should be begging you for something that is for you. When you start enjoying it, it is you first. It is you first, and then your generation, and then your children. It is something that you do. It's just something that you do, not just for you alone, no, for your generation years come by. It is a legacy you are going to leave, and we are coming to beg you to join the yard. Why? You see someone sitting every day since September, we sit here and you see different parents, different perspectives, different angle, coming here to share what the inner circle have done for them. And they say, come into the inner circle, bring your family member, bring your circle, and you are there. You want us to convince you more. How are we going to do that? When you've heard everything that inner circle gives you, for you, not for us. For how much, Panu? For how much? When you say borrow, you say no. You come into the inner circle gives you a business idea, gives you how you are supposed to go through it, give you the system to go through it, give you the structure, and you start making money, and you start becoming a star of your own, and you start making impact, and you start becoming the person you're supposed to be, and your children becomes from your light. Every aspect of your family becomes, people around you become, your everything around you changes, and you want us to come and beg you. How are we supposed to do that? I have noticed that when intentionality enters one aspect of your life, it flows, it spills, it's something that affects every area of your life. Auntie Jennifer has been able to give us in practical terms. She talked about her family, her marriage, how the inner circle has been able to shape everything about her marriage. She talked about her children, because let me tell you, no matter how you want to do it, if you don't have a peaceful home, if you've not first create that structure in your home, you can't become peaceful. You can't do anything. You are heading to nowhere. If you have not first gotten it right in your parenting journey, in your marriage, you are not going anywhere. See that business, you see all those ones. There is no jump to it. It is step by step. It's something you have to do internal before you start to flourish out there. It is something you have to first get right within. When you grow as a parent or as a mentor like Coach Jennifer, you can't help but become a better leader. You lead better. You love deeper. You love the right way. You honor the right way. You serve everybody the right way. You serve wiser. That's the ripple effect of true growth. That's what the inner circle gives you, and you want us to come and convince you. Nobody is coming for you. And if you're just joining us, you are hearing us, and you are here, and you have not shared this link, You're on your own, oh, because this is the conversation everybody needs. This is that deliverance everybody needs. This is this thing that everybody needs to open their ear to hear. Bring everybody and make sure everybody is on this link. Moving on, ma, Auntie Jenny. Please, I want to know our popping Auntie Jenny, all the way from UK, ma. You've attended inner circle webinars. You've attended inner circle webinars. I want to know which of the inner circle webinars that really strike you. And Coach Wendy has a lot of books. There's a lot of reads we do in the inner circle program. What would you say are the top 3 webinars and the top 3 books that left you the most impact on you, that transformed you, that did it for you? I know there is so much, but please, just give us. We'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Honestly, it's so difficult to pick just 3 books only. Oh my God. Everything in the inner circle has been so life transforming. If I must choose, let me just choose. Okay, let me try. Number 1 will be Connect to Correct. It always topped my list because it was the first book I read. I remember being completely blown away by the depth of the wisdom, yet how simple and practical it was. It opened my eyes to realize how much I needed to change. Do you understand? And how much I actually needed to connect with my children before trying to even correct them. That book marked a turning point in my life. It was the first book I read, and I was like, wow. Then Discipline is Not an Emergency is another one. I love structure, I love systems. That book gave me just that. It helped me to design my home, in a way that it runs with clarity, with consistency, and with calm. It made discipline so easy, like practical, relatable, by simply creating systems, structures, in fact, that new definition of discipline from discipline that works was another one for me. It totally changed my perspective of discipline to teaching, guiding, providing structures and systems. You understand? That was just a great paradigm shift for me as a parent. So after I read those 2 books on discipline, I called my children. I apologized for my past wrong disciplinary measures. I was like, please, I'm sorry. And together we crafted consequences for every action. In fact, they were in charge of suggesting the consequences, and we have consequences for both positive actions and negative actions. So it's not only the negative ones. We crafted the consequences for wrong behaviors, consequences for good behaviors, and then we printed out the consequences, pasted where it will be visible to everybody, and that brought so much order, so much relief. The discipline is not an emergency, or what I gave out during the legacy project, because I love it so much, during Coach Wendy's 40th birthday. So the next will be parenting launch plan. Oh my God, that powerful guide. It helped me so much. Like, I remember coming back home after I read that book. I had a deep conversation with my daughters about dating, marriage, and all of it. Then my second daughter was only 4 years at that time. Now she's 6, and the growth is mind-blowing, still speaking. That book taught me that no child is even too young to be guided with wisdom and structure, right? So recently, when we revisited the topic, I was glad to know that she still remembers. At 6 years, she remembers everything about dating, about marriage. In fact, what brought up the discussion recently was that a boy in her class told her that he wants to marry her. My 6-year-old, my son, man. Someone gave him serious reasons why she cannot marry him and warned him seriously never to try pecking her again. You can imagine how excited I felt when she was telling me the story. And honestly, if I could sneak in one more book, I would sneak in The Parenting Advantage, because that's my ultimate goal, to be a parenting advantage. Every book in the inner circle is a gem. They meet you at a different level and push you to grow. That's the truth. That is the truth. My top 3 webinars, again, it's hard to narrow down. It's really hard. But these 3 stand out to me. Who am I parenting? This one shook me deeply. It helped me to introspect and begin to see my children as unique individuals, not just kids, right? But people with distinct personalities, needs, and purposes. I have 3 children, and they are also different. Yes, we learn about their temperaments, their learning styles, their love languages, and all this. If you're not in the year, just join, you understand what I'm talking about. But this webinar, this particular one, was on another level. It helped me to stop parenting by assumption. Like, do you understand? Then, of course, the skills webinar will be the second one. Honor as a skill, rest as a skill, feast as a skill. Even the skill of extra. Honor as a skill was particularly amazing to me. It was just something that honor has to be modeled, it has to be learned. That understanding completely changed how we relate in our home. Even to my children, I honor them so much now. My husband as well. Then the girls who have been, I'm a mother of girls, right? I started raising the girl with sense, wife in training manual. And yes, they were game changers for me as a mother of girls. They taught me how to become a lady with sense first, right? To enable me raise emotionally intelligent, wise, grounded young women in today's world. And honestly, all those skills webinars, they were amazing. Peace as a skill, rest as a skill. Yeah, even the skill of extra, they've been good. The webinar just refines you. It makes you build more intentional family system. So all the webinars are amazing. All the books, I can go on and on and on and on. But let me not take more time because you asked for free. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was so powerful. There's something very powerful about hearing the truth where it meets you. There's just
Yeah.
something very strong about hearing the truth, thing where the right place where you need it. You know,
Mm.
that is one beautiful thing. That's one of the reasons why no yada. We always look forward to we call it the yada's meeting, the workers meeting. Yes,
Yeah.
we call it the workers meeting in the yard. Nobody wants to miss the webinars every Thursday. You want to miss the webinar, and even if you join the webinar, you want to catch replay because the inner circle webinars are life deliverance, life transformation. You can't join any webinar. Even when they say there's a certain webinar where they talk about your female, your girl child, you don't want to miss it. Whether you have a child, your girl child is not. It's first for you. Every inner circle webinar has something it just drops on you. There's extra sprinkle. There's just extra nourish. It just lives in your life. And then the books. We do book review. Every paragraph you read, when you hear it from another person's perspective, there's just something it does. You can't be in the yard and you're not reading books. You have not gotten books. You have not reading. I hear someone saying, how can I get the book? Reach out to us, please. There's the number scrolling on the screen. Just reach out to us. We have distributors all over the world, and we can channel it to your distributor according to your location, and you grab your books. These books, they shift everything. This book, they shift everything for you. Coach teaching us that it is not just about, she doesn't just give us knowledge, she gives us revelation with these books. These books bring revelation. It brings revelation that brings transformation. And you are here, you're not reading books. You're on your own. Oh. Thank you so much. Ma, please, I want to know now, there's someone who is here who is wondering. I'm in the UK. How is it easy to raise children here in the abroad? I'm not supposed to go and learn how to raise children. It's only in Nigeria people need to. In the abroad, it's easy for here. The system have made it easy. There's nothing. It's just to send my children to school now. They just not learn how to speak, British English, and that's all. I don't need to. Please, I want you to speak to this set of people who are listening and who are thinking, since I'm in the abroad, I don't need to learn how to go and raise my children or how to parent my children the right way or how to acquire the skills and the knowledge to go about it. Over to you, ma. Speak to this set of people, ma.
All right, thank you so much again. Now, to everyone that's listening to me right now, let me just say this to you from my heart, all right? If you truly desire growth, transformation, and impact, this is where you should be, whether you're in the abroad or not. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect time. In fact, if you're abroad, you need it more. Growth doesn't happen by chance. Growth happens by choice. Stop analyzing. Just join, honestly, because in fact, join before the application closes, before the doors shut you out. Make sure you are in. If you're in the UK, you need it more. Every time I talk to people, I tell them we are raising children in the most challenging generations. It doesn't matter where you live. Don't take the privilege of parenting for granted. God has entrusted you with destinies. Do yourself and your generation a favor. Run into the ark. Run into the inner circle. For me, I always say I'm here to become a grandmother. Because this is a community that works. It has changed my life. You heard it. It has changed my marriage. It has changed my children. It has changed everything. Even my husband says it too. My husband said this inner circle thing works. He's not there, but he says it. He sees it. So please don't wait. You just join. Just join. The best time to start intentional parenting was yesterday. The next best time is right now, right here. Just join now. Truly, the inner circle is not just a program, it's a complete home for anyone who desires growth. Anyone who desires growth. anyone who desires growth. Do you just want to remain at the same level? Are you not tired of being at the same level? Are you not tired of shouting on your children? Are you not tired of trying to make them do what you want them to do? Don't you want to learn a system that really works for you, that will make your parenting very easy? Do you understand? God has entrusted you with destinies. Don't take that for granted. Don't think that your children, God has given you these children. Please do what it takes. Get into the ark. Come and learn. Come and learn. I was there when I thought my children were okay. My children were, let me tell you, my children are very well behaved. So I felt, my children are okay. But I saw something and I joined. I just wanted to learn. Just come and learn. Come and learn. When you now come in, tell me if you don't need it, you can now go back. Yes. This year I paid for 2 people because they were just running the field. I told them come because I know when they come, they will think. I told you my friend who I introduced, after just 1 month, we started on the 1st of December 2022. On the 31st of December 2022, she sent me a long text. She has never sent me that kind of text before. She's been my friend for long. Long message saying thank you. She said, I didn't know. She dragged her feet, but she joined. And today she's still here after 3 years because she's seeing what's happening. We are here. All of us are still here. All my friends, I was the first one that joined the inner circle in Blackpool. I've dragged everybody in my office. A lot of them are here now. They are all in the inner circle. Everybody, if you are my friend, you're making my children's hair. If you're my children's friend, my friend's children, you have to join the inner circle. It's very important. Remember, community is bigger than values. So if you're here and you're already in the yard, let me even talk to you. Everybody that is around you should be in the yard as well. And please, can I say that if you're a yarder, be a yarder indeed. And if Researcher was talking about the webinars, I've not missed any webinar. You can't be in the yard. I remember I went to a party. Let me just say this. I'm sorry if it's searching. I went to a party one day and that was my first year in the yard. I was still a new yarder. I started talking to, that was even in December of that 2022. Yeah, I remember. I started talking to one of the parents. I said, do you know this inner circle? I just joined it. It's really, I started talking to her. She said, I've been in that thing since. So she's a doctor. I've been in that thing since. I don't even agree in some of the things she's saying. She has been in the yard for a long time, but she wasn't following through. When you don't follow through, you will not see the results. You need to be a yarder indeed. Be a yarder indeed. Like, you can actually do this, honestly. And it doesn't come easy. It comes by. I wasn't like this in my first year. No, I didn't follow this one. I didn't follow this one in my second year. So as you keep staying, you keep growing the consistency muscle. And you'll be shocked at your own growth and transformation. When I tell people, I started coaching this year, they don't believe it. In fact, we launched out, it was the Exceptional You Academy. We launched out on the 1st of December. Last year was the day we started creating awareness about the Exceptional You Academy. And then the Exceptional Children's Tribe started 1st of March this year. That was when we did the induction and we started the tribe journey. People don't believe it. I had a friend that came to me and said, please, in fact, she had been reaching out to ask me questions about her impact. She's a business owner. I will tell her, I will guide her and all. And then one other day she reached out and she was like, now why I'm always stopping is just because I just started, I'm still learning. You could have been this for too long. I said, when did I say some few years ago? I said, I started this year. She was shocked. Did you see that? So beholding is becoming. If you're in the yard, be in the yard indeed. Do the work and you will definitely see the result. There's something I tell parents in the Exceptional Children's Tribe. I shout out to all of you parents. I can see all your comments. Thank you so much for joining me. I always tell them, see, God is not unjust to forget your labor of love. If you put in the work, the results will definitely show. It will show. So I want to encourage everybody that's listening to me today. If you're still on the fence, join the ark. See, we'll soon stop taking. Last year we had cohort 1A to Z, right? This year, once it gets to Z, more people have joined this year that were not here last year. Do you understand? So very soon now, we'll close registration. Don't wait till that December, till November. Join today. Don't wait. Join today, please. Thank you very much for having me. Ifesashi, thank you so much. It was such an honor to share my journey. Thank you to everybody that joined me today. I celebrate all of you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, my mama, Coach Wendy. I honor you greatly, I honor you deeply. Thank you for this opportunity, this platform, and thank you everyone. I can see the comments buzzing. I can see parents in the Exceptional Children's Tribe. I can see my accountability, my Thrive accountability members. I can see my Power 3 circle. I can see cohort 1C. Cohort 1C. I celebrate you all. I celebrate everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'll stop. I'll pause here. If you have another question for me, I'm ready.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. That was powerful. And you said something. If you are in the yard, stay in the yard and be a yarder. That was for every yarder who is listening, and that's for me too. If you are in the yard, put in the work and do the work. And there was something else you said that actually, like, you said, are you not tired of telling your children where to and not where to? Are you not tired of chasing your children? Are you not tired, parents? Are you not tired of doing it from anyhowness? Are you not tired of every time you and your children is always you? They are chasing, you are chasing, they are chasing. Are you not tired? Why not get yourself in the place where you will learn the right way to parent? Why not? There is no perfect time. Start from where you are. Only a willing heart, only for you to decide. It's only that moment where you say yes. I tell you, when you say yes to growth, even heaven will begin to align everything else around you. Only for you to bring in that mindset and say, I'm ready. Just bring yourself. Carry yourself. Throw yourself into the inner circle. Just throw yourself inside there and leave yourself. Even if you think you're not implementing all there is to implement, from the little you are doing, hence that you are doing, you're putting in the work, small, small. Put those your little, soft step, like a child who is still learning to grow. Come in, start putting those steps, and you will see. I tell you, you will see. You can't see these parents. How many parents have come here to share? They can't be, none of them can be there. All of them cannot be crazy at the same time to tell you that this thing is actually working. To tell you that there is something in the yard, there is something in the inner circle, there is something in the Intentional Parent Academy where we are tapping this light and it's shining, where we are getting this knowledge, we are implementing and it's working, where we are getting this whole thing and we are putting is an extra flavor. Inner circle is that extra flavor, is that extra ingredient. Do you not want to test that ingredient? Do you not want to get that extra flavor and see how things transform and see how your life radically changes? Do you not want to? Do you not want to implement and see transformation speak for you? Even before you speak, you see transformation speaking for you. Are you not tired of dysfunction? Are you not tired from how you were raised? Are you not tired of all the kalu that was done on you, of all the extra, of all the anyhow, of all the too much that was done in your life? Are you not tired? So first for yourself and then for your children, are you not? If you are not, oh, you are your own. We are not begging you, but it will hit you. When it hits you, I hope you don't come running to book a session because we are here for you. We will also have you. You're welcome. Coach will have you. Coach will listen to you and she will solve your problem, but you will still be here. It's going to be the time. It is about time. Time waits for nobody. There is no perfect time. Start now. Join now. Be willing to learn. Be willing to implement. Be willing to seek out and learn. Be willing. Come in. If you are in the yard and you are a yarder, be a yarder and be a yarder. Be a yarder and be a yarder. Don't just be a yarder. She said, I have already paid for 2 people to join the yard. What are you doing? And you saying you are a yarder? A yarder is a yarder that is carry yardering with the circle, with the people around her, with the family members, with the extended members, bringing in these people, making sure that there is yardering in the family. And you are here. You are a yarder. You are not yardering in your family. You are not yardering in your circle, and you are a yarder. No, you can't. When you see the light, you don't want to block the light. You want to spread that light. That is how it's supposed to be. You want to spread the light around you. You are a yarder, you are here, and you've not assessed your advantage to extend it to every other person around you. Then what are you doing? What makes you a yarder? What makes you a yarder? Because that's where the yarder comes in. That's the yarderically yardering. That's where it drops in from. Okay, Auntie Jennifer. Yes, ma'am, before we let you go, I want you to leave us with your final word. Auntie Jennifer, please, I want you to tell our parents who are watching, maybe a mom or maybe a dad, or maybe who is struggling in their parenting or even in their personal life, because a lot of things, every time people think is parenting for my children, who is struggling in their life. Some people are still struggling from school, they are raised, they have been struggling, and they still struggle. They found job, they are still struggling. They think they have made it in life. They found marriage, they are still struggling in their own life. They have not even found themselves. They have not even settled themselves. They have not even settled their own struggle, their own fight. Now they have started family. So yeah, let's assume there is a father, not even assume, there is a father and there is a mother who is hearing you, who is still having personal struggle, or even a coach like you who is still trying to balance purpose and parenting, ma'am, please, I would want you to speak to this set of people who are still watching and who is still struggling in every aspect of their life, or even who wants to become like you. You know, somebody just came to you and say, "You that have been doing it, tell us how you have been doing without knowing that you just started this journey. And how are you able to do it if you do not have knowledge? It has to be knowledge. It has to be the wisdom that you've been able to get. Ma'am, please, you have the floor. Talk to this set of people. Speak to them before I let you go. I know you've already given us your goodbye message, but it's okay. We are still here with you, ma. We'll let you go shortly.
Thank you so much. I don't even want to go. I can stay for as long as you want me. I'm happy to be here. So thank you so much to anyone who's listening to me, who's still struggling. Of course, struggling with purpose and all of it. One thing I want to leave with you is make a decision today to separate yourself from the path. I said something. I said, when you find someone who has separated themselves, it's always because of personal growth. Make a decision to grow yourself. That's where it starts. Make a decision to grow yourself first. Get knowledge. Where can you get knowledge? Inner circle is the hub of transformation where you can get knowledge. Make a decision right now, right here, to separate yourself, to stand out, because what you model is what your children become. Your children definitely becomes who you are. So decide today to be a parenting advantage to your children. Decide today to leave a legacy for your children. And remember, the legacy you leave for your children is what you leave in them. What you leave in them, not what you leave for them, basically, what you build into them. And the best way to build into them is to model right to them. And how can you model right to them if you do not even have the knowledge? You don't have the know-how, you don't have the strategies, you don't have the structures. You need all these, and you can get all of these and more in the inner circle. So make a decision right now to grow yourself, to become an advantage to your children, to your community, your generation. You can influence your world just by knowing how. You can influence your world through knowledge. Make a decision to be that person who in the future you look back and say, thank God I took this path. Thank God I took the path of growth, the path of self-development. It will change everything. There's nothing as fulfilling as working in purpose. When you're working in your own purpose, you'll be so fulfilled. Your children will see it. My friend's daughter just told me the other day, she said, Mom, you do so much. You do so much. I'm just trying to just be like, and you see her working hard. Like this one, she told me I would make sure I do that every day because she used to sometimes miss her journey. And she's been on it. Like you won't have to talk. They will model what you're doing. Like you will see them becoming who you are. Do you understand? So make that decision today. It's never too late. Your children will be proud of you. I'm telling you. See, you see all these things you say, I want my children to be proud of me. There's no need. Don't want you to just be the one. Make them proud. When you make them proud, they will obviously be so proud of you. Make your children proud. I was in my the parents teachers session the other day for my second or summer, when she was talking to her children, her teacher. Have you read this my mom's book? Have you read this my mom's? I was just like, she would tell me, oh, my classmates who like your books, they want to. And she's the only black girl in her class for summer. Summer has like 2 black boys, but Jito is the only black child, but in her class. But you can actually do this. Trust me. Just it starts with making a decision to join the right tribe, be in the right accountability group. Inner Circle gives you everything, as I've said, everything you need for your growth, for your personal growth and development, for your parenting, for your life in general. Inner Circle is the answer. So please jump in, don't wait, and we'll see you in the yard in 2026. Thank you.
Inner circle is the answer, and please do not wait. Jump into the yard. Thank you so much, Auntie Jennifer. Auntie Popping Jennifer. I would always add pop into your name, ma. Your story has speaks that parenting is not about perfection. It's about partnership with God. It's about trusting Him to shape us, shape the next generation with the knowledge that Inner Circle is going to give you. Mrs. Jennifer, Okeke, the popping lady in the building, the one and only popping lady in the building, all the way from United Kingdom. Thank you so much for sharing your heart with us today. Your journey from being a confident coach, for children to an intentional mom and a mentor is something such a beautiful reflection that growth, this is growth in action. It's a reflection of growth in action, growth speaking. Ma, your journey has been so interesting. You've reminded us that raising exceptional children starts with you becoming exceptional yourselves. It's about you. It's about ourselves, becoming that exceptional ourselves first. It's not about perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it all right. Start where you are. And it's about your presence. Ma, you mentioned that. It's about your presence. Showing up, learning, growing every single day. The input, the consistent input you make every single day with your presence. Because let me tell you this thing, oh. Some people say they are present, they are not present. You're present, your present is not presenting. Because you are there, you are just there. You don't have knowledge now. What are you going to show? What is the workings? You need to show working. And showing working is with knowledge. It's the knowledge. You are there, you are not there. No, it is about being there. It is about showing evidence. It's about showing working with the learning from the inner circle. You can't do it on your own. Nobody knows it all. If you don't know it, why not get yourself? Why do we go to school? It's because we don't know it from when we were born. We want to learn. And you stand up, you wake up and you just get married, and you start having children. You say you want to become a parent without seeking first knowledge. He says, seek knowledge first. In all thy seeking, seek knowledge. And the knowledge place is not so far from you. It's here. It's the inner circle because it has everything packaged for you. It has everything packaged for you. Auntie Jennifer, Ma, we celebrate you today. Thank you for being that light. Thank you for being that light and that voice to parents around the world, to parents in the UK, that reminds us that when we grow, our children rise with us. When you become, our children become with us. We will be like, let's enjoy the rest of our day. Let's just do it on our. It is now. There is no enjoying, there is no resting. It is now. Start now. She said the best time was yesterday, and the next best time is today. In fact, you are missing out. If you are not there yet, you are missed out. You are missed out. You are still behind. You are still far, 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 and you are not still here. Are you sabi? You on your own. Auntie Jennifer, please. Thank you so much, ma. We would like to let you go have the rest of your day. It's been so
Let me say
amazing having
one
you.
thing.
Okay.
Can I say one thing? Did you hear me?
Please, yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. Okay, I want to invite everybody. We are starting our exceptional tribe journey next month in November. Please join us. Stay tuned and join us. I'm following Coach Wendy. So we're starting exceptional tribe journey. For the parents, they will come and share their journey in the exceptional children's tribe. So please join us. Thank you so much, Ife. I truly appreciate this time. I appreciate the privilege and the honor to share on this platform. Thank you so much. And thank you again to Coach Wendy. Thank you, everyone. I'm very, very, very grateful. Bye and enjoy the rest
We
of your
honor
day.
you, ma. Thank you so
I
much.
honor you
Bye.
too. I honor
Have
you
an
too.
amazing day. See
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye. Parents! Parenting is not something you perfect overnight, oh. It is not something you do overnight. Parenting is not something you just stand up and you have all you get it all. No, it is not. It is not, it is not a place where you just arrive at. It is a path you walk through every day. It is the small step, the small consistent steps that you put, the consistent choices that we build, the kind that we make that it changes our home, that your children will one day thank you for. If you are not anything at all, your children are seeing it. But if you are becoming something, your children are seeing it. If you're changing, your children are seeing it. Everything you become, you don't even need to speak it because you're modeling it already. If you're modeling anyhowness, your children are seeing it. They are becoming it. Every time they speak of your child, it is you. It is you that is the parent. Every time you hear a very sound child speaking, it is the parent who is sound. It is about you. Whatever it is you want to see in your child, first it is you. You must first become that. Parenting is that step. Every day, the consistent steps you put. It is you first. And if you're not becoming, how would your children become? You keep complaining of your child. Your child is, your child that. What about you? Look in what? It is you first. Now, before we wrap up, please, let me remind you that the Inner Circle registration fee is now official. For just 10 days, of course, for just 10 days, you will register, you can join the Inner Circle program for 140,000 for single and 220 for couple slot. But I give you, there is an advantage, there is a key offer for everyone who is here. For just the first 100 people who are going to register in the next 1 hour, you have the opportunity, yes, you hear me, you have the opportunity to register, you have the advantage to register at the old rate of 130 for single slot and 210 for couple slot for the first 100 people. So for just the first 100 people, in just 1 hour, in just an hour, you have the opportunity to still join at 130 for single slot and 210 for couple slot. Go and call that your friend that have not joined you. Let them come and take this offer. Let them come and take this offer now. Go and call them, go and tag them, come and share the information. The fees already increased to 140 for single, 220 for couple. But for the next 1 hour, you have the opportunity to join the yard. If you don't want to take advantage of this offer, give it to someone that could take the advantage. Inform someone who can take the advantage. All right? Tell them for the just 100 people. And yes, the 6-in-1 parenting book bundle is still available at pre-order price. Yes, if you miss the flash sale, I know a lot of things can happen. People can get busy. Most people are so engrossed with work and some other thing, and then they don't have the opportunity to meet up at the flash sale. But now you still have the opportunity to get it at pre-order price. At pre-order price, you're going to save a whooping amount. It's a woof. And then you're going to get over 70,000 bonuses. And you should take this advantage now. If you have already gotten your book, still extend it to people who have not gotten. That's how we make impact. It's in the small things. Inform somebody. Make a very conscious effort to make sure that somebody grab this opportunity, to make sure somebody get this opportunity. They will still come back and thank you for it. And it's not even them thanking you. It's the legacy. It's part of the legacy. It's the kingdom calling. It's part of it. It's part of it. You don't know. Informing your neighbor, informing your friend to come and take it. It's part of it. You don't know. You want us to tell you. Oh, now you know. It's part of it. Inform them. Okay? Do that and remain blessed. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. Until next time on my intentional parenting journey, keep living with love. Keep learning with humility. Keep living intentionality. Keep showing intentionality in every aspect of your life. And intentionality is part of the sharing the link, informing them to come and take advantage of these offers. Of course, see you soon. God bless you. Remain blessed and bye. Have an amazing day.
Common phrases in the inner circle. Let's go.
You're coming for an inner circle webinar and you're not with your yellow blanket with red trimmings. Is that even a joke?
Oh, I'm running and I'm not looking back because 10,000 lions are chasing me. I have watched all the webinars, but today, Coach came with a bazooka.
Even with my humility agbada, I still collected.
If you're not in the ark, you better enter now because flood na bia o.
In the inner circle, we dey walk and they show.
Tell people it is coming for you. There is no need harness here. You definitely cannot relate because you are not in the yard.
If you are not in the yard,
why not?